All right. So next is building the side hustles, right?
Okay, so why are side hustles important in today's economy? Well, for one, when the wages are going this way and expenses are going this way, it's important to find a way to go ahead and increase your income. And as today's society, it's the easiest thing to do now. I mean, go out there, you go on YouTube, Udemy, there's even Instagram. There's so many places that can teach you
I forgot you, Demi.
how to do a side hustle. Yes, Udemy. I used that maybe a few times back in the day, but that's definitely something you should work on to get extra income, whether it's a $500, $1,000. And then one day, who knows, that $1,000 could become a full-time income as a starting point, especially for, younger people. While you have the time, go ahead and create a side hustle. Sometimes you have flexibility of a, part-time job. You have so much hours in your day, or even after work at nighttime, plan for your future. Whether it's graphic design or something with AI. What else is there? Give me some more things you could do with side hustles that would work for.
There's a top 10 side hustles today in 2025 from, I think, Forbes, and actually all the thing. So freelance services, selling digital products, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, print on demand services, social media management, online tutoring or course creation, virtual assistants, content creation, and renting out space or asset. Asset, it's easier to start with whatever you're doing for your 9 to 5 and then side hustle something on that, right? So like we do like marketing and kind of stuff. So like you could sell like, I don't know, like a course on starting a business or a course on drop shipping or print on demand or start an Etsy store. Like find whatever you do. Like if you're CPA, maybe you could sell um like online thing about how to do your own bookkeeping and stuff like that, and then that's recurring. While you're sleeping, you're selling it. You could sell consultancy services, like just I think go from what you do and then pick something, or maybe something from your hobby.
Just like you have that gym guy you mentioned, how he's a gym trainer, I believe, and then he started learning how to trade. And from his learning how to trade, that was his little side thing that he learned for himself to make some money. Now he started teaching courses, you know.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. So whatever exactly, like if you have a hobby, for him it was a hobby, and then he just started monetizing on that. But they said that I had taken the notes because I've always known people say that you should have 7 streams of income, and especially in this economy. I don't know if that's a fact, but I've always had that number, 7 streams. And then every time I see something online, people always tell you that. So I think like it may be for people like you're blogging and then you have affiliate link, then you're doing YouTube video, you can get what do you call that? Ads money. Maybe you're growing your following on social media. You can partner with brands. Like, I guess that's more the influencer way, but meaning like you can find different ways of doing different things, but 7. And it's very sad because when, like, what was it, like these and stuff, like mom stayed at home, dad went to work. They had a big house. Well, not huge, but like, a nice house. People went on vacation. They had a dog, a car, and there was no need for side hustles. But now in this economy, life is hard, bro. It is really hard. So I think side hustles are like essential, especially with the inflation, and they're crushing the middle class. So I think at a certain point, it's going to be you're either rich or poor. And it's funny. I remember a couple of years back listening to Grant Cardone said that, and now we're actually seeing it in real life. Like they're crushing the middle class.
It's becoming harder and harder. So yeah, there's so much different things you could do, as you mentioned before. I think look at the things you like, and there's always something related to every industry. Maybe you like to do knitting or something, and or embroidery that you could do with your hands. Even fashion. Everybody likes fashion. There's all the print on demand stuff that people could do. With AI, it's so easy to create a logo or something to put on a shirt. There's a lot of sites like Printify. You can go ahead and just go ahead and, take a little logo, pop it on a shirt and sell it. And I mean, it doesn't really cost you much anything to start. Nothing is going to be easy. Don't be fooled to think that you can make millions of dollars tomorrow. That's not really how it works. It does take time. I mean, some people, whether you believe it or not, some people do have that luck. I don't know how, but maybe just God has their back and they've
It was their time.
it was their time to just get things going because it's hard. The people take 6 months and they're like millionaires, but some others are like, it's been years and grinding it out. And, God just has a different plan for people sometimes.
Um, and like you said, like even for with the fashion thing, like if you're good at fashion, you could also do like stylist. Like for people like me, I have in my head I want to be this boss babe with great style, but ideally I can recognize great style, but I ain't got none. It's a good so like you follow like and people have a need for whatever service you have. And I realized apparently there's like a niche for everything. For like dude, you could be a foot model. Enough said. And have only fan just showing your feet, and you will be banking. Like sometimes I'm like I'm in the wrong business, and I've considered the foot page people. But
That's a very big industry. It is.
Chris should know. Anyways, moving on because this is a PG-13 show.
Let's just talk about, I guess, the part of, good and bad side of the journey on side hustles. I think you should, I guess we were just talking about that a little bit. But like, if you look at people like, let's say, Steve Harvey, this man was living in a car, homeless. And now today he's like, he has several talk shows, books, TV deals, top comedian. Don't think that everything is always overnight. People have their time. It's going to take years and years and years. So it's not always an easy journey for people to get where they at. I think Microsoft, they were started in a garage. They were bankrupt.
Yeah, a lot of big companies went bankrupt a few times.
Big bankruptcies before. I think Apple, the same thing. I think they were bankrupt as well. So don't be fooled by where they are today. The journey is always the part that people don't really see. All the hard work you put into behind the scenes to get it going, the sleepless nights, the day in your bed that's dreaming, thinking about things, or the worries, or the lack of sales. If you keep at it, it'll come. I mean, just plan properly, I would say. I always say, try and never quit your job is the best, I think. Start on the side, or if you have a supportive, partner who could support you in your journey, that's the ideal way. Two-income house where they can at least support you while you build it up, or at least start with some savings before you go into it. That's definitely a plus. Or if you have some family members who can help you out, mother, depending what age you start out, parents who can give you some money to help out, because it's not going to be easy. Don't think you go in and put a couple of Facebook ads and you're going to go ahead and get business. It doesn't work that way. Don't depend on your friends, family. They're your worst customers. They want the discounts.
But they don't ask Gucci for a discount.
Yeah. They don't ask Gucci for that. Pepsi, nobody. They'll buy it, Starbucks, no problem. I'll spend my $10 for a stupid coffee, but to spend $10 on me is like, oh man, get for $5. No, I mean, I'm trying to build this business too.
And I just want to make sure people understand this isn't like towards anyone. This is general. Like, nobody takes offense to this, please. Yeah, and I think don't wait for the perfect time. Just start it. And then even if you have kids, don't use that as an excuse, because like we said, I don't know if you guys have listened to our introduction video, but if you haven't, when our son was small, like he went to trade shows with us, he passed out flyers, and actually it's a great gimmick. People love seeing the kids involved. Our vendors know our son. Some of our clients who we've had like for a very long time have seen him growing up because he's in the office, he's gone on deliveries, he's helped in the back. So don't use kids as an excuse. Like, just don't use kids as an excuse in life for anything. Like, like just don't like, just start now. Yeah, and I guess manage your time, like, like that Netflix time that you have watching TV, maybe switch it to make some money, especially in this economy, man. And like he said, keep your job. And at least if your job fires you, especially the way people are getting fired, like you have something. It might not cover all your bills, but it will give you a little bit of a better sleep, like a little peace of mind
Yeah, people always keep waiting for the perfect time, and in life, I realized there's never a perfect time.
for anything.
Yeah, and it's the problem. What's stopping things from ever starting is always yourself, is your personal mentality. You keep psyching yourself out. I mean, I know it's a hard battle to get over, but your worst enemy is yourself in all these situations. Cappy should know that.
So what I've learned, and guys, that's like now, um, what is it that all these guys says? Done is better than perfect. So I have stopped trying to be a perfectionist. I try to do everything perfect. So because I wait for it to be perfect, it just never happens. So now I just do it and then I go with the flow and I put it out and it is what it is. Like it's bad, I'll fix it next time and I learn from it. And that's actually been very freeing, honestly.
Yeah, I have to get on her case constantly about that to just keep processing. Is like, just keep it moving, buddy. Like this podcast, it took us so long. You would think that, it's an easy thing. We just having these debates all the time. Let's just put a mic in front of us. That alone has dragged along, whether it
That's
was,
not true.
yeah, it has
And
to
then now
some
we
degree.
waited 3 weeks for technical support, Christopher.
Yeah, and when technical support was finished, we still dragged another 2 weeks again. Anyways,
Welcome to our life. So yeah, side hustles, guys, like start small, but just start. I guess that's what is it Nike said, just do it.
just do it.
Yeah, I guess that's like the takeaway from this. And in this economy, yes, like find whatever it is and just do it.
We will go ahead and put this stuff in the website if you want to see a list of things to do. I mean, also, any far as any advice you guys want to have as far as business, definitely feel free to reach out to us, put in the comments any questions
Yeah.
as far as side hustles and stuff like that. I mean, we're in a lot of different industries. Well, I am, and with both of us, I guess, whether it's a graphic design, print on demand, printing services, web design, SEO, stuff like that. We could definitely help and answer questions and those concerns. So those are definitely areas we could definitely point you guys in the right direction. If it's a business you want to go ahead and start, reach out to us and we could point you in the right direction.
All right. So I guess now we are moving on to